Hey guys, Mr. Mold here, and just wanted to show you guys what up front and close up of what the Stachybotrys toxic mold looks like. We're over here in a house where the least thing that they ever expected was that they had mold, and wanted to show you on the outside to explain it, because once we're in there and I put the mask on, it's going to be very hard to talk through the mask here. But just to let you guys know a little bit about the history and the setup on this house, that window right there on the adjacent side is the actual kitchen, and then you have a family room on this side over here, and you have a wall that separates the family room from the kitchen. In that wall cavity, you had some plumbing lines that they were running straight to the second floor and out to the side into this hose bib. One of these plumbing lines was having a slow, latent, or hidden leak that had been going on for God knows how long. But the point is that the family had no clue that this was going on. However, mold started to grow, and the way that mold grows is there's a spore, forms, it throws in a branch that's called a hyphae, and then all of a sudden it starts developing different colonies and starts branching out, and all of a sudden it was so much moisture, so much humidity inside the wall cavity that it was just going straight up, all the way up the interstrata wall cavity to the second floor. And I want to show you guys how you may think when you see pictures of mold, the first impression, the first thing you may think is, how in the world can you have this type of problem and not notice it? Well, this is a perfect example of a house that was beautiful inside, the furniture, super clean family, the floors were squeaky clean, everything was perfect. However, the inside of the wall cavity was contaminated to the point of no return. We're going to show you what it looks like, and the biggest question here, so you guys can ask yourself, if you're having allergies and your family's getting sick and your children are coughing, you're suffering from headaches, lethargy, chronic fatigue, and all these things, do you know for sure if it's your home or your workplace that's making you sick? Well, let me show you a little bit of what's going on inside this property. As I scoot on over here, I'm going to put my mask on. Now, this is a N95 half-face mask. I'm not going to be doing the interruption. I'm just going in there for the sake of showing you guys what we're doing. The guys in there are wearing their full PPE, which is personal protective equipment. This is very dangerous and very toxic mold that we're about to get into, but I wanted you guys to see a very good close-up of what is the stuff that actually kills you. You know, when they say biological warfare, this is what it is, guys, is microbial activity, and this is it. Toxic mold, Stachybotrys. This is the worst kind. This is the one that causes everything from inflammatory disease to cancer to death, and it could do it in no time if you're not careful. Follow me. We're inside the family room right now. Adjacent side is the kitchen. I want to show you guys how it all started. A very small latent leak on the plumbing line over here. You can still see it dripping, and it's right here on this side, right on this pipe. The baseboard in front of the wall had just a minor stain, which is what we call the tip of the iceberg. And then this is what the rest of the iceberg looks like. Take a look, get some close-ups of what the mold, how it starts to grow colonies. It spreads, the spore will release, and it'll come to this side over here and form another genus of mold. Some of these are allergenic type molds, but this predominant black mold that you see here, this is called Stachybotrys. And you see here, this is if you get a close-up over here, you can see how it starts forming branches and little dots, which are the spores forming other colonies. And they start eating the organic material of the actual, whether it's drywall, wood, anything that's organic, they break down. They love leather, by the way. So when they start growing out, they get three-dimensional, and when they fall off, they go into the air and start going into other places, going up the wall. And you see here we have red mold. Very interesting. Okay? This is called basidial spores, and there's Penicillium aspergillus, Chaetomium, hyphae. There's all types of different mold species here, but the black one that we have here predominantly is Stachybotrys. This is the kitchen side. So my mold troopers, very good job, guys. We're over here
They're about getting ready to eradicate the mold. We have everything protected. We're in full containment. And this is where all this material, the cabinets, were intact, beautiful, just like these over here, just like that cabinet there. No evidence whatsoever that there was anything that indicated that there was mold here. I mean, clueless. And look what they had inside the wall cavities. This is very common, guys. This is something that if you're not careful and being able to distinguish that musty odor, the relative humidity, something doesn't feel right. I feel sick. I have headaches. I'm sneezing all the time. My itchy eyes, watery eyes. I'm coughing. These are all symptoms of getting a further investigation to see if this is the problem that you guys have. So, look how it starts down here, and the mold just starts working its way up like this. Forming colonies, going over here, forming one. You see this one? That's where the countertop is. So of course it's stuck there, and then it starts brewing. It wants to get out. It forms an entire colony. Once it breaks free, boom, another colony. And like that, so on and so forth. So guys, I just wanted to show you, give you a tour up close of what toxic mold looks like. I hope you've enjoyed the tour, and remember, if you want to win the indoor air quality fight, Mr. Mold will purify your air at the speed of light. Have an awesome day.
Hey guys, Mr. Mold here, and I just wanted to briefly say thank you for all the people that have been looking at our videos. We've sort of become like the voice of everyone that has been affected by mold in one way or the other. Thank you for sending us your family, your friends, and also asking all the wonderful questions. We're here to answer anything you have. If you like the videos that we've been posting and you like the information that you're getting, and there's going to be a lot more, believe you me, just subscribe. Hit the button to subscribe. We love to get more of you listening to our videos and watching our infomercials and our modules, so you guys can learn everything there is to know about mold exposure. And remember, if you want to win the indoor air quality fight, Mr. Mold will purify your air at the speed of light. Mr. Mold, out.